Jordan-Hare Stadium in Auburn, Alabama. Just about halfway through the season, and things are starting to take shape here in our coverage of EA Sports College football. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the Auburn Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Thank you, guys. I have checked in with the Tigers head coach here pregame. He is so pleased with the way this quarterback is playing. As you know, he was a transfer coming in, and they didn't know what they were getting exactly. But he has become one of the leaders of this team. He has proven that he can carry them. If he keeps playing like this, the sky's the limit. I'll keep you posted on how he's settling in here early to start this game. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Auburn will kick it off to get things started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find room for the big play. He'll be stopped after a short return. His coverage unit right on top of him. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They want to run it left here. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The big pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 1. Might as well stick with him. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
I love this guy because he brings a physicality to this Michigan offense. Bo Schembechler would have loved this guy. He would have loved to jog a few extra tight ends on the field, get the QB under center, student body right, and give this guy the football. He would have fit in perfectly with his running style. Man, he is hard to bring down.
Underwood. Going long. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early.
And I know this defense statistically hasn't been one of the best against the pass this year, but they have had some guys banged up. They believe they've got difference makers on the back end that just need to make more plays. That DB right there is one of those guys, and he does it here on the opening drive, getting a huge interception.
Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Running behind that left side. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Dances away. He's knocked down, short gain, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Brown will throw it. They're working that left side. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. We asked asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Working that wide receiver screen. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rallying to the football.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Oh, he missed it. No good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
The Wolverines offense heads out ready to go on the attack. He threw a pick on the initial drive, but they have it back, and we're still looking for our first points of the game. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is their junior defensive end, and they hope he's just rattled momentarily. Howie Rowe will update his condition in a bit. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. He goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on third down. Underwood trying to cut through the noise. Finds a man in the middle. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. They think there's room to run to the right here. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's Underwood to throw. Gets it to him on the... It's a fumble. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
But one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. To the air, it's Underwood. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
4th down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. Fourth down, Underwood. Trying to get behind the defense. Snags it inside the 20. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Throwing, Underwood. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
This home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. Still third down, but more ground to cover after the flag. Underwood throws to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Got some room to run. Past the 50, the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Auburn. The defense putting points on the board.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So here comes the Michigan offense. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and
Oh, he's got some space. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And sometimes you live by the blitz, and sometimes you die by the blitz. And right there, great job blocking, understanding it was coming, and then somebody had to make a play in space, and he took it a long way.
You're right, David. It's always a risk by the defense. And if you don't have good gap integrity with the blitz, then the offense can pop one. And that's exactly what happened on that run. Everybody up front not getting flustered, just staying in their tracks, getting their blocks, giving their running back a lane. He uses that speed. That's just not a touchdown, man. That is a long highlight reel TD.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Last time they had it, the long missed field goal ended the drive. The idea, get a little deeper in plus territory this time around. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Give to the running back. Picks up the first down. Could be an alley. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
Offensive line, give me a crack, I'll do the rest. How about the Jets, the speed? He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
And the extra point splits the uprights. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. The give to the back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Gonna let it fly. He's got it inside the 30. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Running to the left. There's got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Michigan. And they take it in for 6 more points. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. On the run from inside his own 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
And the Tigers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Back to the ground game on the left. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Auburn to the line in a hurry. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. Brown wants to pass. Working that left side now. He stopped almost immediately. He didn't get much, but he didn't need much. They've got the first down.
Listen, at this point, at the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. First downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that 3rd. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
Trying to make magic with his feet. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. Still on his feet. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Auburn. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And that is how you finish with a 54-yard touchdown run. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll give it to the back. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. At the line of scrimmage, but they won't snap it here. They're going to use the timeout instead. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Now on 2nd down. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Hauls it in. Brings it to the open. And he won't quite get there. But boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant again.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Bryce Underwood to throw for it on 4th. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Here's Underwood to throw. Looking down the middle. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
That is such a great play by that defender. And how many times on deep balls do we see PI? Do we see pass interference? In situations just like that, that defender did an outstanding job.
Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Lets it fly. A full dive to haul that one in. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Again, it's Underwood. Fires to the wideout. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Throwing, Underwood. Unloads to the wideout. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And this guy has been so important to this defense, the way he plays on the back end. Top 10 in the nation in interceptions. He just has a feel and reads the quarterback's eyes. He almost picked that last one off.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Bryce Underwood to the air again. Throws toward the end zone. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Men, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. Let's begin with the West Virginia Mountaineers taking on the number 19 team, the Arizona Wildcats. And it's the Mountaineers with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one, and win a fireworks-filled football game. Make it 2 straight victories, and though their quest for perfection is over, this team is still very much alive in the playoff picture. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Brown will throw it. Fires to the right. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Oh, and you just feel kind of like that's a little bit of a missed opportunity. He had him open, and he just overshot it a little bit. Man, those sting.
They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. Back to pass. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Starting to feel a little pressure. There he goes. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
His running ability has been, I think, the biggest key for his offense's success so far in this game. That time on the RPO, nobody open, and he just takes off running. And we've seen him do it in a variety of ways, on designed runs, on scrambles, and even in the RPO game. He's making the right decisions, and he's just too athletic for this defense to tackle.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Tries to get it on the ground. Might have a chance. The 50, the 40, the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And some might question the call. You're going to go for it on 4th down in your own territory, but you don't question the result. He takes the football on the ground all the way to the house. Not only does he get the 4th down conversion, he gets the big touchdown.
And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the finishing touch, courtesy of that 75-yard run to the end zone. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. He unleashes a long one. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
You don't get a lot of chances like that in games, guys. Take shots downfield, and when you get open, you got to finish the play. The wideout's going to wish he had that one back.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Underwood finds the tight end. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
And nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
Again, it's Underwood. Makes the grab. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive. Trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Bryce Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. It's complete to the left. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
A nice job of awareness on defense there on that 3rd down. You know, you're expecting the offense to throw the football, but it's not just going to be receivers or tight ends you got to worry about. You got to keep your eye on where that running back is. They knew exactly.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Bryce Underwood to the air again. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Inside the 40. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
This has been a real fun game to call, guys, because we've got 2 quarterbacks that are getting it done on the ground. Both of these guys have had tremendous success. That time the defense wasn't in position. They weren't able to rally to him early enough, and you kind of get the feeling moving forward, whichever defense figures out the other running quarterback first, that's probably the team that wins.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Fires to the tight end. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Well, it feels like everybody else on offense has been getting some in the passing game this drive. Finally, they get the tight end going, too. He's like, dude, I'm good, and I'm open. Throw me the ball. And that's exactly where the quarterback goes. He's feeling it right now. He's distributing.
And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cobb. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Complete. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that's got to be so frustrating for this defense, man. He's already over 100 yards. Like, they're going to continue to feature him, especially on third down. And so far, this defense, they can't find the answer. They can't get him to the ground. They've got to find something to slow this dude down.
Just watching the clock drain away in this one, it's all but in the books. Let's take a look at the top 25, and this game might have an impact on these rankings next week. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So first down will open up the final period. On the move. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And a running game can be really hard to stop when you got so many guys that can do some damage. And this defense is taking some licks. This QB's made him look silly a couple of times, but they're starting to adjust. Gotta like that play right there, getting to him and getting him on the ground.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Brown wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking to throw on first down. Finds space on the right. Turning it on. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Quarterback keeper. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's got it on the right. Touchdown, Tiger! Oh, that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Here's Underwood to throw. Pocket breaking down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, that last play is a beautiful start to this drive. You've got some work to do here. You've got some mountain you've still got to climb if you're going to win this game. A couple minutes left. You've got the horses to get you there, but it's all about getting the drive started with a positive play, and they found that on that last one.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Makes the grab. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. And the Wolverines want to move quickly.
Well, that's not a bad 3 plays in a row. Palmer, you probably never did that in your life, but 3 plays, 3 completions, like he's seeing it very quickly. Good protection up front, finding his...
For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. He stopped at the 19-yard line. A big play there to get the pick and take it back inside the 20.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
So here comes the Auburn offense. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Makes a man miss. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. Now on first down from the 30.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Handoff. Washington goes left. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. It's a great job breaking off the big run. The OC is going to give him the ball some more.
They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. They'll try the right side. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. He'll try it again. Maybe a crease. At the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Tigers. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. They extend this lead and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Throwing, Underwood fires to the wideout. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate. And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day.
Makes the grab in their space. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Tigers. Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Great starting point, takes it inside his own 25. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They were trying to steal a possession to draw a little closer in this game, but the ball didn't go 10 yards, so they'll take over the football with the lead. Great place to start for this offense. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Michigan choosing to spend its final timeout here. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Calls his own number. Maybe some room here. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation.
Well, this quarterback has had a lot of success burning this defense with his legs. That time, though, there was nowhere to go. Give the defense credit. They won their one-on-ones up front. Tremendous speed getting to him and bringing him down for a TFL.